Okay, we're back. Okay. Okay. All right, yeah. Yeah. Streaming. Streaming. Okay, cool. All right, I'm back. Hi. So apparently this is a bug. This is a bug with VS Code. I had no idea. Hmm. Yeah, apparently I guess VS Code updated. I guess I updated. VS Code updated. VS Code uses Electron 32.3.0 or above. This is what's going on. If I can downgrade Electron. Okay, let's see. What else can I do? Let's see. Unbound. Control V. This guy says. Unbound Control V from editor action, clipboard paste action. Okay. We can try that. Let's see. Shortcuts. This, huh? So remove. There we go. Okay. That's fine for now. Okay. All right, we're gonna go back. Okay. Cool. We're back. And let's get that music back up and running. What was I listening to? It was this. All right, so this is what we were doing. Let's change this to float 32. There we go. So something like this, a little flash. We can do like times 4, and then we can do plus 0.5 times 0.5 or times 0.5 plus 0.5. Not really times, maybe 0.2. Okay, there we go. There we go. Something a little bit more interesting. Cool. All right, so what we're gonna do now, what shall we do now? We think. What if you could like dig through a space? Like, what if this is like a snowdrift? I kind of like that idea. Like, what if it's a snowdrift and this is like a snowy area? That feels interesting. Let me see. Snowdrift, huh? I like that idea. Let me think. You know what? Maybe we should make this not as eye destroying of a thing. There we go, there we go. No, I like it being a void. I like it being a void room. Let's not overcomplicate it. It's not supposed to be a literal thing. There we go. That's pretty clean. I guess we could do something a little interesting. I don't have thinking about Let's see, do I want to do AO? Oh. That's interesting. I wonder why the ambient occlusion is that color. Oh, it is. Yeah, okay. I guess that's just what it is. Okay. Let's see. No dot model dot mesh. Color 0 dot 00 dot let's see. Oh, it's a channel. Representing the colors of vertices in a channel. Yeah, something like that. There we go. Okay, so this does work. Let's see, do I want this kind of, do I want AO here? I don't feel like I do. I feel like it's too aggressive. It grounds the space too much. This feels more abstract, yeah. Cool. Let's do a couple things. I'm gonna pull up a sprite here. I can't copy the... They should allow you to copy the animation. That stinks. is there any way to duplicate cells? Brother. Okay, let's try this. Okay, cool. Let's see, maybe this should be this color. This should be this color. There we go. Yeah. No, I guess I'll leave it actually like that. That makes his eyes stick out a little bit more. Okay, okay. There we go. Okay. Cool. He's cute? Okay, excellent. Okay, cool. So, I mean, what I could do is... I see, so set UV offset. Let's see. I mean, I guess I could. How do I want to do this? I want to set just like a string. No. No, I guess it could be a color. Okay. I don't know why I did that. Okay, no, we get by the hue. There we go. Okay, so now we should be able to no tags by name. No tags by name. Go error. No tags by name. Was it an interrupt thing? No? Let's see. Go error, no tags by name, and reflect that method value call. Did I make a new... Did I make a new guy or something? Did I put a new NPC around somewhere? Why are they all... Oh no, that's right. Okay, well, let me try something. I'm just gonna do a turn real quick. Still giving an error. Go error, no tags by name. Oh, it's the animations. I forgot about the animations. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oops. Okay, that should do it. Cool. Okay. So if I wanted them to be dark or a different color, then I can just say dark variant like that. There we go. Cool. So now I can say, there we go. It is nil, not model. Oh, that was the issue. Nope, it's not the issue. Or no, that it might be the issue. I just have to recompile it. Yeah, okay, cool. So now I can say... Is there a random thing? JavaScript random? Math.random. Cool. Can I actually just like do math.coin flip equals function. Return. Can I do that? Hold up. Oh, you can. That's crazy. Okay, so you can like add a custom function, custom ability. That's kind of crazy. All right, so we can do this. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean it. Grab this. I don't know where it was. I guess I could do it a different way. Am I incorrect? Oh, this is, yeah. Okay, I see. Cool. Oh, it's not working. Let's see. Choose return choices. At that random. Light, dark. Okay. No. Let choice equals choices. Is this not any, right? Okay, math that random. Do I have to... Oh, I guess maybe I have to round it off. No? Oh, it can be. Oh, it's round. Ah, I need to floor. Oh, and it was just round. Oh, what did I? Oh, random. Okay, yeah. Floor. There we go. We don't bring that anymore. I think we got it. That's good. So choose. There we go. Very cool. Okay, so now let's go ahead and put a guy in here, I guess. Oh wait, that's what I was gonna do as well. Anything's... Oh, that's the outer edges. Okay, so then we're gonna need... Okay, I'm trying to figure out if I can not have to do this, but I can't think of another way to get around it, so it's fine. There we go. There we go. Yeah, want it to be much more slight. Maybe even this, like, very minor, yeah. Very, very, very faint. Yeah, we'll go with the faint one. Manually do some painting like that. I am Solar Loon. Welcome to my domain. I am Solar Loon. I guess we don't probably need to do this, huh? We could just make it so that it defaults to setting the state to be idle. I mean, would I ever want the state to not be set to idle? Maybe? I guess this is... Nah... Well... This is fine. Okay, that's not bad, not bad. We're getting something. We're getting somewhere. Something I'd like to do. Put like a little like end table or something here. Oh, did I overwrite the... I overwrote the checkerboard? I didn't even realize. Wow. Oh, I see. I was like, why is it dark? I think I know why. It's because I need to go here. There we go. Okay. Oh, maybe I didn't. No, it is. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. Why is the door not working? Script is. Oh, did I? Hold on. Maybe I have to relaunch it. Why is the door not working? Okay, so there is an invisible NPC there. Void room door, okay. Okay. Yeah, why is an update not being called for? Oh, that maybe that's why. How is this still happening? Let's see. Ah. Okay. Alright. I gotta break. You love the little action icon? Oh, cool. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's a nice little icon. I feel like it's a little plain. It could use a little more like pizzazz. There we go. That's a little better. I guess I should have just asked more questions in general. That's actually kind of funny. It's all the environment. Not Euclidean either. That's actually kind of funny. Okay, let's see. Okay. So what I want to do. Let's see. What is it? It's not self. What's it called? I'm trying to figure out, like, I'm wondering if basically the way this works is it sets a variable on a JavaScript object, and I'm wondering if I should supply the JavaScript object or the, like, 3D object that contains the JavaScript object. I guess we could just do it like this. Illegal runtime transition of an object, huh? Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I can do this probably. Yeah, I don't think it likes that. Yeah, okay. So I don't think I can set a variable on another object like this directly. Like this. I think I can do it like this, though. I can do it like that. So I could probably do... No. I'm guessing this is... Can I report for spam? Okay. Oh, it's wrong. There we go. I think that's right. I think I did it right. There we go. Accidentally granted mod privileges for like a millisecond and then unmodded. I was like, wait, no. Okay. So I think I can do it like this. What we said facing would be this. I think I can do it. Whoops, I probably didn't need to do that, but we'll see. I have to fill out the bar too. Put some people in the bar. Let's change the music. Let's see. That data dot set variable. Okay, so that should work. Mason. Oh, I see. That's it is working. It's just, yeah, it is working. We need to set the phase. I see. Cool. Alright, so now I can go back over here and I can say set facing base player. Well, I guess I could just say that this be set facing. Because then I can say there we go. Cool. So he turns towards the door. Very cool. Now, even better would be that camera. Something like that. Whoops. Now, let's see. If we go to the player. Do this only when it's not locked. We're not in a GUI. So if we are in this thing, we can manually handle the camera. So we just set the position as a vector 3. Okay. So I don't quite remember the type switch. How does it work? Okay. Yes, there we go. Oh, whoops, that was supposed to be like that. There we go. Cam helper. We don't really care what the type is specifically. Cam helper dot data dot script dot set variable target. accept either of those. Okay, cool. So we should allow us to do what we need to do. Set camera. Okay, so I think that should work. Actually, let's fix that. Yeah. So let's see. Transport. Okay, so it does find one and it does set the position. For some reason it's not correct. Is it being set or is it not being set? Next cam helper is not defined. Am I going crazy? Oh. Oh, okay. So it is being set. Oh, that's why you have to set the target. Oh, wait, I guess I can, yeah, I can just send a message, right? That's how I do it in JS. Oh, no, I set the variable directly. Okay. So just send a message. What? Who closed the buttons? I mean, I guess I could just do it like that. Oops, like that, so that the arguments don't have to be in any kind of like container. Like this. That means that the player... Well, it already is being put into a slice. Let me see. I guess I could unpack it like that. Yeah, that's probably what I should do. There we go. So now we have more accurate results. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, do I have to do that? Oh, I have to do that on all of them? Oh, that kind of blows. That's, what? Well, I guess this is fine. I guess it's fine. Why is it? Let's see. Position correctly.
Because the target's supposed to be set, but it's not. Oh, it's because the player's set. Oh, the player's probably setting the target. No. Yeah, why is the target not this? Maybe on messages is being called before this? That's the only thing that kind of comes to mind is maybe on message is called right, and then on in is called right, okay. Cool. There we go. So now moving is instantaneous.
Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, why did I do this in the interop? Yeah. It shouldn't be here. Snowman says, what made you decide on JavaScript for scripting instead of Lua or one of the million others? Lua was particularly, it felt very difficult to get it working with Go. This interop is kind of like unrivaled from what my testing is. It's really easy to like pass a Go type back and forth. Like you can see here when I say, for example, new vector 3, this function basically just converts it to a, or Goja allows you to easily convert it to, and this is, just kind of like me making it more complicated just for like error handling, but it really is just like return s.bm.to value vector3d.new vector 3. Like that is simple, and you don't even have to do it like that. You could just make it so that this is just like this, and that also works, which is wild. So you can just pass a function and it will convert it from Go to JavaScript really easily. It's very good. Other scripting languages struggled with this, either in terms of ease of use, where it's like super complicated, or it worked, but it was like it had to be a pointer. I think Riser was like that, where it had to be a pointer. Lua was very complicated. Actually, I'll show you how the Go Lua framework I was looking at, how it handles it. I think it was either Go for Lua or I think it was Go for Lua. Let's see, is this the Spotify one? No. Okay, so here's like an example of making a new type in Go that basically is usable from Lua. And so you create a Go type, and then you're basically like registering the meta table and setting globals and setting fields to allow you to instantiate stuff, and setting methods manually, and making a constructor to like create the Go type. And it's a lot of like boilerplate stuff, and it's such a pain. It's such a pain, brother. It's not nearly as easy compared to Goja, where this is me adding boilerplate stuff to make it so that you can, for example, not pass x, y, and z values for a new vector. You can just make a pass 0, no arguments, to basically make a 0 value, a 3-dimensional vector 3, but with all of the elements set to 0. Or you can just have a super simple, like you can just pass a Go function that returns a Go type, and Goja will automatically like transform it to work with the JavaScript, and it will do the same back. So if you like have something, if you call a function in JavaScript, like for example here, where I'm making vectors and storing them in JavaScript, I can retrieve those vectors and send them out. I can send them out to a Go function from JavaScript, and that works. So it's like it's super duper easy, super duper simple. I love it. Like it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. It's insane. I think it's really good. Performance isn't like incredible, but it is good. It's good enough. Good enough for, I think, most, relatively simple games. Yeah, not perfect, but it's okay. So for example, in this example, we have 3 NPCs. It's taking up 1 millisecond, which is not good. That's not as good as it could be, but the player is, collision checking and raycasting and stuff like that. So some of it is that, some of it is like collision testing. This NPC might also be doing it. I don't think so, but they both might be doing it. The door and the NPC might be collision checking as well. So some of this frame time is me, is Tetra 3D doing collision tests and raycasts. ray testing, but it's not like a free layer. It's not as performant as Go by itself, but it is good enough, I think. Like if we go back to the outside area here, logic executions up to about 3 on average, 3 milliseconds or so, which again isn't like great, but it's okay. We have a few NPCs on the map, the player, this NPC that's walking, all these cars are NPCs. There's an NPC by the parked car. The parked car is also an NPC. The icebox is also an NPC. So, oh, you can't see my example? Oh no, what happened? That's weird. Oh, full screening does that. Oh, okay. Oh, it's probably because I'm sharing. Oh, that's weird. I'm sharing the entire screen. I'm not sure why it does that. Maybe it's Xorg. I switched to Xorg between when I stopped the stream and before. So anyway. So yeah, I'm getting like 3 milliseconds here or so, and there's a few NPCs on the map, so it's not too bad. We have this parked car, this NPC, this ice chest. The player himself is a JavaScript, scripting thing. Each of these cars is a JavaScript, NPC kind of thing, moving along a track, checking for collision with a boundary so that it kicks back toward the other end. So it's they're looping. So there's a few NPCs here. It's not the most performant thing, but it's not bad. This logic execution time is not bad. It's pretty good. So like I definitely would heavily recommend this because just checking the stream preview, making sure. I definitely would recommend this if you are interested in like doing scripting or modding with Go games, because it seems like it's the most performant while also being by far the most interop friendly, where you're just basically making the stuff that you need to make and want to make. If you don't want to make it, you can get around a lot of it. Like for example, in some cases, I'm doing things like this, where this function T3D node returns the current node for a script for an NPC. So if we take a look at that, it's this function here, where we're basically just taking the script's node and passing it to the VM as the value. But past that, all of this stuff is Tetra 3D. That's pure Go. So once I get the Go object, I can call properties, I can call get, I can call as string, and it basically works like it's all JavaScript, which is wild. This global game.load ASE player, this loads an ASprite file, an ASprite player from a file path. This function is written in Go. Actually, it's right here. This is the function. So like, it's almost magical in terms of how it works. It's crazy because it's like following things and like setting stuff, and it's real good. The interop is insane. So I mean, like, I would heavily recommend it because you almost don't need to do anything. You can basically provide like a single entry point from your script, whatever script you're working with, into the rest of your game, and then you can just like access everything. It's crazy. The only restriction I've really seen, I think, is I'm going to change the music a little bit. Only restriction. We'll go with this one, I guess. And sorry for the black screen previously as well. I didn't even see it. I just didn't see it. But yeah, like the interoperability is just unparalleled. Works really well. It's excellent. The only reason you might not want to do a lot of like calling a lot of Go functions is because you're going to deal with reflects, which you can avoid by basically making these functions, these kinds of glue functions that basically allows Goja to call the function without having to reflect it, because it knows it's returning a Goja value instead of something that it has to basically be like, let me figure it out. You're saying, well, I'll handle that, where I'm going to return a vector3 rather than something. It doesn't have to figure out what it is. It knows it's going to be turned into a value, or vice versa, I guess. Yeah, where you're like reading arguments and you're like, okay, this is supposed to be a vector3, this is supposed to be a float, this is supposed to be this is supposed to be that, rather than Goja needing to like transform inputs into arguments for a Go function. So it's very good. I heavily recommend it. It's very good. And something else, a good reason to use that I went with this as opposed to go for Lua, as opposed to Riser, as opposed to Anko, as opposed to I've used you can see in my folder for this game, I have all of these like examples where I like tried different approaches for scripting. I tried Riser, I tried remote protocol connection, I tried Skrigo, I tried Starlark, I tried Tingo, I tried UDP, like packets. I tried like sending packets. I'm like, well, what if I could send packets? What if I could send packets and the packets represent like what if I could like use a local like loop back connection from a running process that represents, for example, the player, and communicate with the game as a server of sorts using UDP, and that did not work. I think the issue with that was basically let me get that music back up and running. Okay, yeah, it's because I accidentally removed it from the thing. That might do it. I went down a rabbit hole. Yeah, because basically like UDP, the issue was, I think it was like it was too slow. It wasn't too slow. The issue was, well, syncing was kind of an issue with UDP, gRPC and RPC. It was a little difficult to sync it because I can't just like listen. Well, there's a couple layers. One is you want the server and the client, with the client in this case being an object in your game, like an NPC or an NPC script, the player script. You want them to be able to communicate bi-directionally, which RPC isn't really set up for that by default. Usually it's the server listening for a client, they connect, and then the client sends data and the server might respond, right? The client calls a function and the server returns the result of the function. But you might want the server to call a function on the client to, for example, indicate, yes, you can go ahead and update now, or something like that. So like that syncing was a little difficult. Yaigi and Skrigo. Skrigo wasn't bad. It had some, the thing that I wanted to do was I wanted a scripting layer that ideally would like, I wanted a scripting layer that would ideally allow people to use third-party modules or code. Skrigo wasn't really made for that because it has a, by right now, as of the time of this stream, it has an issue where like there can only be one file, like a main file in a group of files you're importing. So there's like additional layers to that if you want to like import code beyond the main like entry point code. So like if you're importing, if you're loading a Go file that's named main.go, you can only load like that one file, and then other things have to be in like subdirectories. And when it comes to that, plus like vendoring, I'm not sure how that's gonna work. It's not gonna work with CGO. So anything that imports like CGO code probably wouldn't work. So I was looking through all of these different solutions, and the best one by far was the JavaScript solution. Riser was, I would say Riser was second. Riser was good. but it had some language bugs, where it's just like, oh, this variable isn't being set. You can't modify a dictionary through a pointer, through a dot notation pointer, that kind of stuff. Whereas like these things should be doable, but they're not. And I reported them, and a couple weeks passed, and I didn't get any response from the maintainer. So I'm like, okay, well, he's busy, he's got an actual job, so I'm not going to, it's not a big deal. But if I'm going to make a game and I want the game to be moddable, then I want the language to be battle tested. Well, it doesn't have to be battle tested, but it needs to be problem free, or it needs to be heavily updated, maintained, that kind of stuff. So I'm like, well, JavaScript is so heavily like standardized, or at least the idea that's the goal, right? Is that it's heavily standardized. So it should be that, and it's a language that exists outside of Go. It's not like someone's creation, but it is a language that exists outside of Go. So it should be that if someone was making a JavaScript interpreter in Go, it should be well tested, because the language exists outside of Go. There should be a lot of test cases, a lot of code out there. How an interpreter works, a JavaScript interpreter works, should be well documented. So if you make a Golang JavaScript interpreter, it should work basically perfectly. And so far, that's what I'm finding, is that this interpreter is both extremely, it's heavily updated, and it also is, or I don't know about it like heavily updated, but it is up to date. It is like frequently updated, and I haven't found anything that was an issue in JavaScript where it's like, oh, this isn't working correctly, this math isn't working. And yeah, I'm using Goja, which is really good. This dude went crazy with this interpreter. Yeah, last commit was a couple weeks ago, so not too long ago at all. That's not bad, especially for, I mean, like if you're covering, kind of like if you've already covered those kind of like core language bugs, it's it's fine to take months between calls, in a sense, because it's like all of them, the big stuff is done. It's mostly just kind of like smaller things where it's like, oh, this could be faster, or things like that. Let's see. Well, yeah, this guy is, I think, yeah, he could assert the function and then just, where's, okay, is this, I feel like okay, this is that, right? Something, I see. Yeah, he could do all that and then just call this. But anyway, I got sidetracked. Basically, that's why I went with Goja. I didn't like JavaScript that much. I kind of grew to like it a little bit more after working with it over the past couple years. There is some cool stuff, some things that I kind of like. I much prefer JavaScript to Lua. I think it's not perfect. There are issues. There are things that crop up where it's like, oh, that's a bug that is crazy. But at the same time, I kind of like this kind of notation where you have like, you don't need to make this a string explicitly. Kind of like objects basically being like dictionaries, kind of. I like how it's super simple in terms of like, not super simple, but it is super. It's kind of like you can make an object which is like a dictionary, but if you define a function in that object, then it becomes a method. I kind of like how I don't like how like silently that happens, but I do like that it does happen. Like, I would rather, I guess, it was maybe a different word, a different keyword to differentiate a function from a method, or some kind of different like visual thing to it, because like you can do this like, this is a method, but this is not a method. right? Like this declaration of a function does not get the this keyword. This doesn't work here, I think, but this does work here. This does refer to test. If I am correct. So there's some things that are just kind of like awkward about it, but overall I do like that it does work pretty simply, and it is readable. It is relatively easy to pick up. It's not super complicated. Interop again is insane. I heavily recommend it. I think this is probably the best you're gonna find, I think. Riser is a cool language as well. It just needs some bug fixes and stuff like that, but it does have some good interoperability, and it was pretty performant. It wasn't too bad in terms of performance. But anyway, so yeah, that's why this isn't working. Oh, I never made that function. Yeah, so it's I heavily recommend whatever you want to go with. If you want to go, well, I don't recommend whatever you go with. I recommend Goja, but if you want to go with other things, that's perfectly fine. If you like Lua, go ahead and try Go for Lua. Yeah, the interoperability was just not. It wasn't there, brother. Like it was it was a pain, man. It was a pain. Okay. Let's see. Search tree. I guess it's seen that. Here's what I need to do. Cool. Let's see. Set target. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, cool. And then we can say like, oh, there we go. So now we can do like that, and then we say blah, blah, blah. Okay, so if right, okay, right first. Cool. So we should be able to go like, I guess we could do like this. So let's actually try to reset. Cool. Okay, so that does work. All right. Yeah, that's pretty good. Should be able to say cool. Okay, that does work. So we can talk to this guy, and then if we go to the door, it's jammed, and then we both turn to face each other. That door is supposed to go to my included pantry space, but the real estate company didn't tell me it was jammed. Of course, they also didn't tell me the apartment was non-Euclidean either, so I guess I should have just asked more questions in general. Yeah, very cool. All right. Yeah, that's pretty good. I wanted to do more. Wanted to do like transitions between screens. That's something I have yet to do. Just even like a simple fade would be good, but I'm already I've already been going for a couple hours, so I guess I'll stop here. Not sure exactly what I'm going to do for screen transitions, if it's just going to be a slow fade or if it's going to be like some kind of like wipe or something. I don't know. Not sure how cool I want it to be. Anyway, yeah, thank you very much for watching. It's been real. It's been fun. I've been SolarLoon. I'll catch you guys on the flip side next time, I guess. And that will be, I think, tomorrow, Tuesday, at 5 p.m. PST. So I'm going to go ahead and stream some more of this, and we'll see if we can get some more content in the game. Yeah, maybe get some item interactions or something like that. All right, well, thank you very much once again. I'll catch you guys on the flip side, and yeah, see ya.